Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are doing well. Today we're exploring how to leverage trade. As I'm sure if you're into crypto or trading, you have wondered, why would you want to leverage trade? Well, it allows you to expose yourself to high risk, high reward scenarios without the need of having to risk a significant amount of capital. So it's really fun. You could say it's a bit of speculative gambling, but it really does give you the edge if you're looking for massive upside potential. So top cryptocurrency derivatives exchange, I'm going to show you really a guide on how you can get into an exchange, deposit some money, transfer some funds from a spot account to a derivatives or futures account, and then some bearish bullish chart patterns that you would want to look out for, as well as kind of how to enter your trade, along with take profit and stop loss levels in order to mitigate any sort of liquidations. And by managing risk with a good success rate, you should be able to make some nice profits over long term. So of course, Binance is the #1 exchange. I did use this, but in the UK here, you can't do any leverage or future trading anymore. So I've now moved over to a Bybit account. Now, why would we want to get into this? Well, for example, leverage trading with $1,000 at a 10x leverage, a 10% move in the price would reward you with 100% gains. So in this case, you'd actually get $1,000 profit for that particular move, which is absolutely insane. A $1,000 trade at 50x leverage, a 50% shift in price, I think I meant 10% shift in price, my bad, would reward you with 500% gains, in this case $5,000 of profit. So you don't own the leveraged. Higher leverage is effectively higher risk of liquidations, high reward. Low leverage would of course be a lower reward, but you could hold out the trade for longer. Maybe you could probably go to sleep at night and actually not worry about it too much, and more of a swing trade sort of thing. Ideally, I think a good leverage to use is between 3 and 7x. However, if you're really in like a shark and you're just scalping the market, you're sniping the market for those volatile movements, you can still use like 25 to 50x leverage sensibly if you are, careful. So here's the Bybit website. Now, when you make an account, of course, traditionally you want KYC, you want to use your ID, fully verified and things like that. You don't have to all of the time. When you get onto the exchange of Bybit, it's going to have a load of different drop-down menus. Derivatives is where you're going to be doing the majority of your future trading, in this derivatives section right here, where it says USDT perpetual. So more on that later. The first thing you'll acknowledge is when we go to the account, you're going to go into spot, and this is where you want to deposit money effectively into your Bybit account, and you can do that with multiple methods. You can deposit Bitcoin from another exchange. You can add funds to your account in dollars or pounds, which is another thing that you can look at doing. So it really depends on how you want to fund your account. What is the easiest way for you to do that? You can deposit fiat. My bad. You can deposit fiat from local banks, from other sources like Advanced Cash Wallet, Kiwi. There's also other areas that you can do it, peer-to-peer as well. So there's loads of different ways that you can deposit money onto an exchange, but the most important thing is once the money arrives in the exchange, you want to convert that into USDT, which is basically pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar tether. And once you've done this, you're going to click on that transfer button right there. This is where a lot of people are like, oh, I've lost my money. I'm in my derivatives account, but I don't see anything. But really, you'd be in the spot account, and you'd have the amount, and then you transfer the spot into derivatives. So right now we can see in my derivatives a very small amount of $340. So if I wanted to put all this back into spot so I can then buy Bitcoin, hold it or sell it or withdraw, then you go from derivatives to spot. But in this case, you'd go from spot to derivatives. Now, once you've done that, you're going to have money in your derivatives account, which is really, really cool for futures and stuff like that. So you're going to click here, guys. You're going to go USDT perpetual, and we're going to start trading. So we're going to have a little look at how easy it is to navigate this particular page. And you can see the software here looks very much like TradingView, which is of course my #1 recommendation for any charting and analysis. You want to use TradingView. You can really start to look at cryptocurrencies up close on different time frames and hunt for those bullish and bearish sort of targets, signals, patterns, all the things that you want to look at. I mean, look how much data we can pull up Bitcoin here just from this one chart alone on TradingView. By the way, guys, if you are new to the channel, get yourself into the Discord down below. It's where we're posting all our trading insights like you know, Bybit gains. You can see a 20% increase here on one of my trades, and other people are making some significant amount of money. So do get yourself into the Discord down below. Great place to learn in a community of like-minded people who want to grow within the crypto bear market and enhance their trading skills. So you can copy trade there, follow some professionals and experienced traders. Definitely worth doing. But TradingView is the #1 place to be. So when we're on the Bybit platform for Perpetual, we can see right now we're looking at Bitcoin. So if you go to the top, you can actually search many other coins. If you wanted Cardano, there you can see Cardano, ADA, USDT, Perpetual. If we wanted, say, Solana, we can also find Solana on this particular occasion. You can see the movement and the price. You can see the current price level. If we click onto Solana, for example, we can now see this is the price action of Solana. Here we've got the chart, which is the time frames. Typically I like the 15 minutes, I like the 1 hour, I like the 4 hour, and the daily can be sometimes quite nice, but more for sort of longer time frames, trading over a few days as opposed to a few minutes or hours. If we look at the 4 hour here for Solana, we can see it's sort of rolling over. We can see we're getting some support around this particular region here at $20.40. So there's been a lot of buying pressure here. So how would you get around entering a position on this trade? So you can see on the right hand side is our equity in the derivatives account. I don't know how easy you can see this, but this is how much equity or available balance we have available. This is all of our risk, $340. It doesn't matter if you're on a 5x, a 10x, a 50x, or 100x leverage. The most you will lose is what is in your derivatives account, because the higher risk, the higher reward. And now we can look. So personally, I always trade on isolated. I don't like cross. I'm always on isolated. And I usually buy into a position on market rather than limit because it's a bit quicker. Yes, there might be a little bit of slippage to the upside or the downside. You're not going to get the price of exactly what you see compared to limit orders, but I do prefer to do this. So if we were to enter a trade, for example, on Solana with 10% of our holdings, which would be about $34 worth. As we see, the cost here is $34. It's going to give us, on a 10x leverage, the equivalent of $334 right here, guys. So we can see, of course, it's going to be massive. So if Solana moved up by 5%, you wouldn't just get 5% back on your trade. You'd be getting a whopping 10x on that. You'd get 50%. So it's really, really nice to see that. If it did 10% movement to the upside, you're going to get your whole $33 back. If it was 100x leverage, you'd be getting $300 just for a 10% movement to the upside, which is phenomenal, right? That's why we like leverage. We can get these huge gains that we shouldn't be able to without usually risking like $10,000 to then get a 10% move on a spot trade and then actually make $1,000 from that. Probably lower risk and could make more sense, but you know, let's see what happens. So on this occasion, if we went long, we can see, you know, we think that the price is going to go up. We're thinking, okay, the price of Solana is going to go up right now. You know, Solana is trading at $20.46. So we're thinking, okay, what if we wanted to take profits at $22.40? So that would be a 10-ish% movement to the upside. We can see the liquidation price. The higher your isolation or leverage, the closer this number will be to your entry. So this is where effectively if the price, because we're going long on this occasion, we assume our technical analysis is telling us the price is going to go up. So we're betting on the future for this coin to be going up in price. So if it did go down and actually shorted, you'd get fully liquidated and lose all your funds at $18.62. Now if we bump this leverage right up to, let's say, 50, which is ridiculous. And if we click here, we can now see, look how tightly together that is. So look how close together now your liquidation price is, because if you were to see a significant movement to the upside on this long, you'd get some massive rewards. You can see the order value is now $1,600 equivalent, but your risk of liquidation is very, very high. So that's why we use stop losses, guys. So on this occasion, your stop loss would be above this liquidation price, you would imagine. Probably very tightly squeezed together and close to your entry price. So there's an example there of how that would look. And of course, on the shorting side, this is where you think the price is going to drop. So if we had a 10x leverage over here, guys, confirm, and we were going to go short on this occasion, we can see we're going to believe that the price is going to go down. So if the price went down to $18, that could be a take profit. And on this occasion, maybe we'd want to have a stop loss at just around $20. 80 cents or $21 at the most. The liquidation price will now be set higher because if the price went up and you're shorting, you're thinking that the future the price will drop, then that's exactly what's going to happen. So you're going to get liquidated. So that's why it's good to not have too much leverage. Honestly, even just having like a 7.5% leverage can be nice. So I don't really want to trade this coin right now, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to actually enter. So if we went buy and long, I'm just going to put a long position in. No logic behind this at all, guys. So do not actually do what I do here. So I've just put a very small long position into this particular trade worth around $84 with a 7.5x leverage. Now the value of the trade, the amount of Solana tokens we've got, is $631 worth. Now at the bottom you can see here was the entry price, $20.05, and we've gone long, so we would want to see the price come up in order to see those gains. The reason I just chose to go long is because we're sitting on a support, but there's a good chance we'll probably just see this, you know, the price come down anyway, especially if Bitcoin does drop. But the important thing is to, of course, ensure you have take profit and stop losses added. So we can see the position here, $84.5 worth. This is your profit and loss. I'm down 18 cents on this trade right now. Liquidation price, if Solana dropped to $18 or $17.98, I will lose absolutely everything, the entire quantity. Now the take profit is the interesting part. This is where we protect ourselves against the future. So take profit on this occasion. Well, if I really wanted to get quick and technical about it, I could quickly go over to Solana on TradingView. We can see Solana's right here. We went to a smaller time frame. I could have a look at Solana right now and I could think to myself, well, what if, you know, this is an area of support where we're going to see potential bounce. Last time we saw this same support level traded across over here. It kind of, you know, not really, but kind of. We could go over here and we could assume, well, before the price came up by 29%, on this particular swing here, we saw a movement of around 14.6%. And on that particular move, on the fib retracement from this swing high to swing low, that was the golden pocket, really was the golden pocket of the Fibonacci extension, which shows you where the price is likely to go. So on this occasion, $21.06 would replicate a similar outcome. So yes, this is all just, basically I've just looked at the chart and I'm just going off what I see. We could easily lose support and easily see Solana come down to $17.90, which would be a liquidation price. And typically the more times you do retest the support level, the more likely you are to see the price come down. But I've gone for it anyway, because I think that maybe we might get a short-term bounce here for Solana. If we connect up some resistance levels, there is still scope for Solana, in my opinion, to get a little bounce up around 9%, which would take us to about $22.22. So with this in mind, we could set a take profit at $22 on the dot. And with a stop loss, we wouldn't want it to be really at the liquidation price. Maybe just 10% down below. Not 10%, like 1% down below would be absolutely fine. So I could put my stop loss at, let's say, we'll go back to the charts. We'll look at a key area of support. My stop loss is going to be on this occasion, we've got a support wick here. I'm going to set it at $20 exact, just so you can see what's going on. Now confirm that. We can see we have a take profit and a stop loss. So now we can see these margins written in. So we have the margin between the current trading price. We have our take profit up here. We have a stop loss just down here as well. So now we can see we're just in profit a little bit, 30 cents. If we were to wait, the price goes up nicely, we'd be in profit. If Solana does lose support, which is very likely at this point, then I'm going to be down and lose funds, potentially risking my whole entire 84 holdings. But what this take profit and stop loss entails on this particular entity is that we can see here, look, if the trading price went up to $22, my expected profit would be 46 USDT with this particular level of leverage. So with the stop loss, it protects us from losing our entire capital or equity on the particular trade. And we can see here, look, last traded price to $20 will trigger market stop loss order. Your expected loss will be $15, which is 18% loss, which is quite significant, by the way, guys, instead of losing your entire $84.5. So there's something to look out for. Bullish chart patterns, make sure you learn these, understand what they are. You will start to see them on the charts as you look for them across all time frames. Bullish ones, double bottom bullish reversal pattern, ascending triangle, continuation pattern to the upside, horizontal resistance with a rising support. basically a triangle, loads of patterns of triangles, cup and handle less common, but also a bullish reversal pattern where you have a cup, then a small handle, then you break the neckline resistance. We have bull flags, which are very, very common. These look a little bit different to the ones I'm used to seeing. But again, it's a bull flag, slanted bull flag, bull pennant. These are very, very popular. Big flagpole, triangle shape, and then breakout continuation to the upside. Bullish engulfing handle. I don't really look at these ones too often, something I should probably learn more about. Now we have some bearish patterns as well. So we need to, of course, understand what are the bearish chart patterns. So we can look at some bearish ones very quickly together now whilst we're on this video. Are we going to see the bearish ones? Maybe they haven't categorized it, but basically I can list some for you now. You got like head and shoulders pattern, bearish. You have a double top, descending triangle, a rising wedge. You probably have bear flags, bear pennants, those sort of things. Just the complete opposite narrative. So it's really interesting, guys. It's really interesting. This is why leverage is fun. You can see we're just basically nothing is really happening. Solana is holding very steady. And that's why we're not really seeing much happen here for Solana in terms of the pricing. So fingers crossed, we will see what's going to happen soon. I might just hold this trade out for fun. I think it will probably lose and go short, to be honest. But this is how easy it is to set up your position. And if you wanted to close that position, you could close it right now. And basically, I could close right now, break even or just above in a very, very small profit, nothing to talk about. And then you can exit if you, for some reason, don't believe the trade is going to go down the way you thought it was going to. Now, how would you prospect the markets, find the big pumpers of the day? Well, of course, you've got Trading View, so you can click on the change button here. You can find the biggest dumpers where maybe they're going to either see negative continuation to the downside, or maybe if you're lucky, it'll be an oversold position where you could speculate going long. You can click here and see the top pumpers of the day once you add these charts to your Trading View, and you can do that very easily. For example, like ETH to USDT, you click add, you can see the price history on this particular exchange, and now we can see bond is up 20%. So we'd assume, is it overbought? Is it potentially going to keep going up, or is it actually due a correction? Therefore we might want to put a short position on this particular occasion. You can also use coin listing sites like Coin Slate, Crypto Slate, quite a nice one, where you can obviously change these metrics here and different parameters. And you can look through the biggest pumpers and dumpers of the last 7 days. We've got Rosa Networks, last 24 hours. H-bar is down huge. Wow, big correction. Zalika pumping. So it's a good way to sort of identify which coins are trending, pumping. Also coinmarketcap.com, same principle. You're going to click here, 1 hour. You can see these are the biggest pumpers. 1 hour, biggest dumpers. 24 hours, I've got the biggest pumpers. 24 hours, biggest dumpers. And same again. And you also have different categories of coins where you can explore. So it's really a good way to sort of allow yourself to have some big upside potential with leverage trading. And, you know, it's risky, so don't, of course, risk more than you can afford to lose. And if you want to learn more about these sort of trades, join my Discord down below. You can ask some of the experienced traders in here, where we're all basically sharing insights, analysis, speculation, strategy, and we're basically learning and growing together. So please do check it out, guys. It's definitely a place to come hang out in the crypto winter when things are a bit boring, and it's a great place to build, learn, and strategize for the future. So you can see now we're down $1, guys, on this particular trade. Good chance maybe the take profit stop loss will kick in at $20, which will of course exit the trade. And if it does happen, not a problem, because I don't mind losing that risk. And for educational purposes, I get to show you how to do this. So that's about a wrap, guys. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment. I hope I've helped you with leverage trading today. If it helped, comment down below that it did help. And yeah, learn your trading patterns. Get on your bullish, get on your bearish trading patterns. Learn how to use a stop loss, take profit accordingly. Assess risk management. You don't want to lose money continuously. Identify the coins that are pumping. Where can you look? Look at the best exchanges. Why should you use them? Do your own research, because I can't do all the homework for you, and I should not just be your go-to. You should be able to use me as someone that can help you identify these high value opportunities. Go out, do your own research, look at white papers, look at Reddit, look at forums, and understand what's really happening in the market. But for sure, guys, get yourself in the Discord down below. I've said it so many times if you want to start making some money. And we're also exploring many other things like crypto pre-sales, giveaways, tournaments, ICOs, IDOs, IEOs, the whole entire lot. So look forward to seeing you there. Look how crazy the volatility is. Now we're back in the green. I'm just going to hold this one out, see what happens. See you later, guys. Bye for now, and thank you for watching.